Okay, what's going on, guys? In this video we'll be doing the sense box from Hack the Box, and IP is 10.10.10.60, and I have already done the nmap scan. And you can see there are only two ports open. One is HTTP, another one is HTTPS, and also it's running light TPD, and there are no UDP ports. So let's go and see what this website have. Okay, let's go to the website. Okay, even the HTTP website, it's redirected to HTTPS one. So let's try some normal passwords. Admin. So admin, let's say pfSense. Okay, we do not have any credentials to log in into this. Now we know that it is running the light TPD. So let's go and search Sprite for this. And what the version we have here, 1435, right? So okay, I think it's the latest version. Now let's say pfSense. Okay, we have so many exploits, we don't know the version of the pfSense. So let's go to source code and check for any versions. pfSense. So I think there is no version here. So we need to brute force the directories to find any juicy information. So I have run the GoBuster scan. It takes very lot of time to run this scan, and you have this all of the files. So when you go to any of this folder, you will get 301, but you won't redirect, but you will get the 404 not found. That is actually the HTML page. Okay. One interesting thing is a rabbit hole in this tree. So if you go to /tree, you will see this silver stripe CMS, and you can see the version 0.1, and you won't find the exploit for that as well. So there is 0.1. I don't know, there are no exploit for this. So this is a kind of rabbit hole for us. Now what I'm going to do is, we need to search for any text files or any PHP files or any other type of files which contain some information in it. Let's say, I'm sorry, HTTPS, and you can see my GoBuster history. I have brute forced the themes and other JavaScript folder for the text files. So I already know it's in the root directory. So let's go and run this. So this box does require intense enumeration, because we do not have any other port open or any other way further into the box. So if you are stuck with this, you need to enumerate much more harder. Okay guys, it's gonna take some time. So the file name is system_users.txt. So here you will get the username as Rohit, and the password is company defaults. So pfSense, so the password is pfSense, it is the default password. So let's go and say Rohit, and pfSense. So it did not work. Let's try small r. Okay, now we got the dashboard, and now you can see the version 2.1.3 and also the operating system version. So you can go to Searchsploit pfSense 2.1.3, and now you get one command injection in the status rrd graph image.php. So we need to search for this status rrd. So rrd graphs. So you can see status rrd graph.php. So let's copy this, Searchsploit, make a mirror of this exploit in my directory. So if you view this, it will obtain the CSRF token automatically, and you don't need to supply the login credentials. So you need to inspect this one. So database is equals to queues semicolon printf. We are printing the payload and piping it to the shell sh. So this will be executed. You can see the payload has been encoded with the octal and appending these two forward slashes. So okay, I tried this exploit but it did not work. So I search for site github.com and search for pfSense. What is this file name? Status rrd graph. Status rrd graph. So you can see this is the one that is successful by Spencer Dodd, and you can download this one. I have already downloaded this one. So this is the exploit. So there is a lot of the code. Now here what you need to change is you need to change this listener IP. So it is I have already changed the script. You download the script from the GitHub and you need to change the listener IP to your IP address and listener port to 1234 and target IP is 60, and then it will automatically exploit this. So let's go and run this. Just run without any arguments and it will show you the usage. P to specify the proxy, and you need to forward the connection through this 31337, and then it will send the request to a server. So let's go and listen on 1234. Now let's say proxy and type NC. You can also create the MSF payload, but NC will be very shorter. So you can see we got the connection. Who am I? We are at this root. Okay, we are root. WC. So we got the root. Okay, now let's also try using the Metasploit. So there is no local privilege escalation for this box because the pfSense it's been running as a root user. Okay, now you can search for pfSense. And you can see there are only 3 exploits. One is graph injection. You can use one. Show options, and you need to set global rhost. 10.10.10.60 and set. You need to change the username to Rohit. So its already password has been set to pfSense. Now we need to set the lhost. Set lhost to our IP address. So now everything is set. You need to just run the module. So we got the Meteor shell. Let's get UID and we are root. So you can grab the shell and you can get the root flag.